I spent most of my childhood listening to my parents talk about me like I wasn't there. Why can't she be more like her brother? Always in her room, what is she even doing in there? She's going to be a disappointment if she keeps this up. They said disappointment like it was my birthright. Like my name wasn't Aria but failure. I remember one night clearer than anything. I was 13, sitting at the top of the staircase with my laptop balanced on my knees. Downstairs, my parents were arguing about me again, voices hushed, but not hushed enough. Mom whispered, "She's odd. Always tinkering. It's not normal." Dad exhaled heavily. "I just don't see her going anywhere. She's not like the other kids." The words hit me like ice water down my spine. I clutched my laptop tighter, my one place of freedom, of possibility, of escape. I didn't cry. I didn't yell. I just made a promise to myself, right there on the carpeted stairs in the dark. I will be something they never saw coming. But growing up in that house felt like living inside a vacuum. Every idea I had was ridiculous, every project a waste of time, every success not good enough. When I won a local coding competition at 16, Dad didn't even look up from his phone. Mom just said, "Well, that doesn't mean you'll make money with it." I learned to stop telling them things. So I built in silence. My first big idea came during college, a little algorithm that predicted microtrends in niche markets. Nothing world-changing, but smart enough that professors kept pulling me aside to ask what I planned to do with it. I didn't tell them the truth, I was building it into a platform. I called it Pulse Track. When I dropped out of college to pursue it full-time, my parents didn't yell. They just stared at me with this mixture of pity and exhaustion, like they'd finally been proven right. Dad said, "Well, I hope you enjoy moving back home in 6 months." Mom added, "You're throwing your life away for some website." I didn't defend myself. I just packed my things and left. Those next 2 years were brutal. I slept on an air mattress in a crappy studio apartment above a discount shoe store. My windows rattled every time the bus went by. I lived off instant noodles and gas station coffee. I coded until 3 a.m. most nights. I pitched Pulse Track to investors who didn't even glance at me. I maxed out credit cards. I cried from stress, then coded more. But the platform grew. Users found it. Influencers found it. A small but loyal ecosystem formed. Then a larger one. A marketing firm approached me. Then a retail chain. Then a data analytics company. And one day, out of nowhere, I got an email from a major tech corporation. They wanted to talk acquisition. The number they offered made me physically sit down on the floor. $8.5 million. My hands were shaking so hard I could barely type back. 2 days later, I watched my bank account change in real time. I laughed so hard I cried. Not because of the money, but because for the first time in my life, I realized I wasn't a disappointment. I never had been. My parents found out the way most people did, the news. At first they didn't call. Then the messages started. "Aria, we're so proud of you. We always knew you'd succeed. You should come visit, we want to celebrate. You've grown so much. We'd love to talk about investing your money wisely." I stared at those texts for a long, long time. All the nights I'd spent hearing them doubt me. All the times they dismissed me, belittled me, ignored me. All the versions of me I had to kill just to survive. Something cold and sharp twisted in my chest. A week later, I drove back to my hometown, not for them, but for myself. Closure. Revenge. Justice. Something in between. They greeted me at the door with smiles too wide, too eager, too fake. "Oh, Aria. You look wonderful. You're practically glowing. You must tell us everything about the sale, we're so excited for you." I let them talk. I let them gush. I let them wrap themselves in my success as if they'd ever believed in it. And when they finally paused long enough for me to speak, I looked at them with a calmness that made my mother blink. "I didn't come here to celebrate," I said. Silence. Their smiles flickered. "I came here to tell you something you spent my entire childhood telling me." They stared, confused. "You were wrong about me. Every single day. And I want you to hear it, from my own mouth. I am not your disappointment, daughter. I never was. You were just small people who couldn't see big things." Mom's face drained of color. Dad opened his mouth, but no words came out. I stood, grabbed my coat, and walked toward the door. Before I left, I turned back and delivered the final blow. "Oh, and about investing? I already hired professionals. People who actually believe in me." I closed the door on their stunned faces and felt something inside me finally break free. Driving away, I realized my twist, wasn't just the money. It wasn't the success. It wasn't even the revenge. It was the truth. I didn't need them then. I don't need them now. And I will never, ever, need their approval again. And as my car disappeared down the road, the weight of their expectations, the ones that had crushed me for years, finally slid off my shoulders. I wasn't their disappointment, daughter. I was my own creation. My own victory. My own damn miracle. And if you felt that, if you've ever been underestimated, ignored, or told you'd never make it, hit like, share this story, drop a comment, and don't forget to subscribe for more. Your comeback is coming too.